News, always on a Wednesday morning. Well, we're all heard in the news that disgusting thing which happened in Belfast involving so-called migrant, or they call them here in native resource, better known as an invading the United Kingdom. They use this term on social media, which was stabbing the shit out of this poor 30-year-old local Irishman. And so far, there's not much details of why this occurred. No one wants to say. We are being yet again gaslighted every time an event happens like this. An absolutely barbaric attack, in my modest opinion, with no foundation. It's just pure brutal, uncivilized, barbaric violence from these indigenous populations from these parts of the world, without getting into in details about it. Probably maybe another video may deal with in the future. There was civil unrest in the Northern Ireland, especially in Belfast. And obviously you see these type of paramilitary individuals in balaclavas, dressed in military camouflage clothes, saying to probably the journalists, keep your distance, which they were involved in the unrest, where they vigilantes to defend them, the locals from other your phony asylum seekers to stab another local on patrol. Vigilantes, God knows what. But mind you, there were these so-called civil unrests. It's just the anger of the people just boiling over. Ireland traditionally is paid a huge sacrifice in an undeclared civil war, which has been going on for decades and decades under British rule. And the loyalists and unionists, incredible, they are united together on one grounds: to combat mass immigration, defend their turf after many years of fighting each other, the Protestants and Catholics, more or less, because they have realised, they have experienced years of bloodshed from both sides, and obviously terrorism as well in the past. And mind you, there are some type of groups like type of the IRA arming up and start probably doing things like Ku Klux Klan, rounding these individuals up, and God knows what. The fact is, politicians are not doing nothing about it, and they refuse to down out and say, listen, this has to stop, no more. Start throwing out these people who do not integrate, instead of letting in so-called phony asylum seekers, which they are just people, convicted criminals from their country, or from other European countries which they've been deported, and all that trash pours into Ireland and United Kingdom, because sincerely no one wants them, even though the leftists say no, we are for open borders, we are for diversity. They're not for that. They're not for law and order. They just there to have open borders and all these people will come in. It's a Trojan horse to destroy your economy, your welfare system, and destroy your culture as well of the nation, whatever country you're in. It's a weapon, which this particular part of the political spectrum, the lefties, or liberals they're called, or globalists, what they are doing. It's all here. And also this two-tier system is a form of racism towards us, the majority. You've got the far right and you've got the far left. And we can't speak about out against the two-tier system and anti-white narratives, which you see in many Western countries, United Kingdom, in society itself as a whole. Police, in the justice system. We're back to the things which happened in probably in Germany during the World War, Second World War, before. That's another story. History, people, repeats itself again, but with different characters and different ideology. There's always a civilian population. At the end of the day, who pays the price?